Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Just a couple quick updates for you in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse was on Fox Business yesterday, speaking with Maria Bartiromo, and on national television he's saying a number of things. He was certainly defending XRP and also blasting the SEC and all enemies of crypto, and you'll love to see it. So I just want to share with you some of what he had to say. And if you've been worrying about what crypto regulation is going to look like under the incoming administration, with every bit of information and rumor that ends up making it to us, it just becomes increasingly clear that it's a virtual certainty. We're really not going to have to worry about much. In fact, take a look at this. And there's a reason I'm going to highlight this. This is from Bloomberg. Trump team mulls creating first ever White House crypto role. That's right, folks. And you know who people are pushing to fill that role if it ends up existing? Attorney John Deaton. Now, wouldn't you love to see that? Wouldn't you? Oh my, that'd be amazing. Can you imagine an XRP community member, one of our very own, who had a tremendous impact in the outcome of the SEC v. Ripple case? Can you imagine that's the point person? And perhaps even, depending on how it's implemented, if it is, like a direct forward-facing to President Trump. Now that would really be something. So before going further, though, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so here's the headline from CoinGape. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse predicts future of crypto under Donald Trump. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of blockchain payments firm Ripple Labs Inc., has shared a new insights into what the future holds for the crypto industry under Donald Trump. In an interview with Fox Business, Garlinghouse noted that the Biden administration waged an unlawful war against crypto. He added that in barely 2 weeks, the market has started unlocking the potential the Trump presidency has to offer. Okay, so I will pause to absolutely acknowledge that under Trump's first term, I was not happy with how our crypto asset class was treated. Donald Trump, he was anti-Bitcoin, he was anti-crypto very clearly. He also didn't really know anything about it, and he has done what appears to be a very genuine 180. He does know more about it now. It doesn't mean he's an expert, but he's surrounding himself by experts. He doesn't have to be an expert, right? He just has to get the general concept and understand why it deserves to be here and not attack it, right? So it was really bad under Trump's first term, and magically it got even worse under the next administration. Biden, oh my God, from the top to the bottom, just disgusting. The number of attacks like quadrupled in short order from all parts of the government. It was shocking the degree to which it was bad. And now there's a genuine 180 here, and we're not going to have to worry about it. And thankfully, XRP, at least, even though it had to go through the I guess you could call it lawfare, XRP, at least in this bull run now, has regulatory clarity. So it missed the last bull run. At least we're not going to miss this one. That's very clear. Look at how much XRP is already run. And that's before we've even seen alt season. This thing's going to melt face. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about price in this video. Anyway, peace continues, though. Notably, the Ripple CEO said he is optimistic about the future. Since Kamala Harris's defeat, industry leaders have become more confident that Donald Trump will help boost clear crypto regulations. Brad Garlinghouse said he is convinced that the crypto industry can finally move past the unlawful war and shameful political tactics of the Biden administration. And that was a quote. The Ripple CEO said, "Crypto embraced Trump, and this is evident in how the market has responded thus far." Fielding questions from Maria Bartiromo, Brad Garlinghouse shared insights into XRP's prospects moving forward. He said the US SEC lawsuit against the firm over XRP's status froze market opportunities for the company. He said while 95% of the company's market is outside the United States, he could see a future where the crypto industry thrives in the country. Yeah, finally. That seemed impossible the last several years. Notably, he reiterated that the U.S. is not necessarily lacking laws, but that the current regulations are unclear and do not fit into the new crypto economy. Lastly, the Ripple CEO said he is confident that the Make America Great Again plan is potentially a Make Crypto Great Again campaign. Yeah, that's not as good. Make crypto MCGA. The acronym doesn't really roll off the tongue. McKiga. It sounds good when you say it. Make crypto great again. Fine. McKiga. I don't know if that one's gonna stick, Brad. But you can run with it. You can run with it. Maybe it'll stick. I doubt it's gonna stick though. Yeah, I think we're gonna be in good shape moving forward. I really am. Now I do want to see what the hell happens in terms of who's going to be in charge of the SEC, because there have been some rumors that at least one or two really bad apples are actually genuinely being considered to be chair of the SEC. And I made a video talking about that yesterday, so I'm not going to go into greater detail. I still have a concern about that, but I am mostly optimistic, even though I find it alarming. I'm mostly optimistic that what should be done shall be done. Wouldn't it be great if someone like Brian Brooks ends up being in charge, or even what's the guy's name, Dan Gallagher, the guy over at Robinhood? There are tons of great picks here, people who are genuinely pro crypto and very knowledgeable, well versed on crypto, how it works, the reason it deserves to exist, even all that. So we'll see what happens here. And then there's this Trump team mulls creating first ever White House crypto role. Now, this would be cool as hell. This is not a position that exists, but maybe it should. Maybe it should. Check this out. So the headline here, again, Trump team mulls creating first ever White House crypto role. President-elect Donald Trump's team is holding discussions with the digital asset industry about whether to create a new White House post solely dedicated to cryptocurrency policy, according to people familiar with the transition efforts. Trump's team is vetting candidates to serve in such a role, the people said. If created, it would be the first ever crypto-specific White House job and would underscore the influence the nascent industry stands to wield in the incoming administration. Now, folks, this is the type of stuff that you would not even hear about. If Harris had won, I believe that the attack on crypto would absolutely continue. There were like two positive sentences stated, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it was like two positive sentences stated from either Harris or her campaign throughout the entire process. And not, there's the opportunity to speak at the Bitcoin conference, which Trump did. Harris didn't do it. I don't believe for a moment things would have gone better. We still, and then we'd be stuck with Gary Gensler longer. It just, and I know I'm probably preaching to the choir. Is that there's almost 0% of humans that hold crypto that think that administration would be better than this one, the one that's incoming with Trump. It as far as I'm concerned, it's a matter of fact statement. It really is here. Anyway, Peace continues. It's unclear whether there will be a senior White House staff position or a crypto czar, Washington parlance for a point person to oversee policy and regulation across the federal government, the people said. Crypto industry advocates are pushing for the role to have a direct line to Trump, they said. Okay, so that would be cool. And who's it going to be? Well, I don't know what names are on the list here, but crypto influencer Wendy O shared the following with her 397,000 followers. She wrote, "The White House needs to hire John Deaton to represent crypto. He is qualified, and I believe he will fight for retail. Repost if you agree." Yeah, so he would be fantastic. That would be, not only does he understand and know crypto through and through, and he's personally involved, he's also an attorney. So, like, the wealth of knowledge and real world experience that he would bring to a role like that would be of critical importance. Highly useful, let's say. Of course, there are some people who, I don't know if they're just trolling or what. Somebody, I don't know who this guy is, but apparently he follows me. CEO of Bitcoin is the name he's going by here. He responded to that and wrote, "No way, he XRP Marxist." Folks, there's like one or two XRP maximalists on the entire planet. They almost don't exist. Now, there's a boatload of Bitcoin maximalists, but almost zero XRP maximalists. And let me tell you, John Deaton is not an XRP maximalist. And so John Deaton saw that post, and he reposted it and wrote the following. And this is true, by the way. This is provably true. Check this out. John Deaton said, "It's funny how people just make things up. Actually, let me pause to make sure everybody's aware of this. I know most of you are, but there are people new to crypto, and there are people that have been kind of tuned out for the last couple of years. And now that things are heating back up, people are paying more attention to crypto, which I understand totally. But John Deaton was running for Senate against this year against Elizabeth Warren, and he had an incredible run. I think he got like 40% of the vote or something like that, which it's in Massachusetts, that's unheard of because there's almost no Republicans in the state. It's amazing what he pulled off anyway. So anyway, he was running for Senate, and as a result, he had to make certain disclosures about his personal finances, including his crypto holdings. That's what he's referencing here. So check this out. John Deaton wrote the following. It's funny how people just make things up. I disclosed publicly and to the FEC that 80% of my net worth is in Bitcoin. When I sued the SEC, I didn't own much XRP and had much more in Bitcoin and ETH. I took on the SEC over its gross overreach, not because of a specific token. And so, folks, to be clear, that's provably the case. Because he was running for Senate, these are disclosures that had to be made. So I just thought I'd highlight it because it's interesting, but wouldn't that be fan? Can you imagine? Wouldn't that be so cool? One of our very own from the XRP community, Attorney John Deaton, rising to that level if there's an opportunity. So there's no way to know who's being considered. So I don't know if he is or isn't. It's just that there's clear that there's an obvious push from people within our community. Like, yes, because it was just hours ago that this was posted, got 943 hearts, 30,000 views already. So that would definitely be something. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.